This is my first video on my new YouTube channel. And so what I'm going to be doing is just inspirational talks, ASMR, which is it's a form of relaxation. It calms your mind and usually used for people who have a lot of stress, irritation, or deal with panic attacks, who can't calm down easily, need something soothing to kind of calm them down, stuff like that. Also, just random music videos that I do because I'm young and that's what I do because I do it. So I know that a lot of you are like, I don't want to hear from her. Like, what she got to say? Like, she's like 20 years old. What she got for me that I really want to hear? I've been through a lot. And so, I feel the need now that I am over and have surpassed and overcame all that I've been through, that I want to give back to the young girls and guys too, who are like 16, 17, 18, going through situations that I went through, that I wish I had someone to say, I went through it too. So without further ado, I want to talk and touch up on a subject about depression. So that will be my first video, inspirational video. Okay. So if you is depressed, I love you. And so we're gonna work through this together, because it's something, if they say that it takes a whole town to raise a child, it takes a lot of friends to get that child through all of this craziness. I don't think we ever are done being raised, and we're never done learning and growing. And it's not just your parents who raise you, it's also the company that you keep. So, depression. What can I say? What is there to say? There is so much to say about depression. Now, if you're feeling like you want to stay in bed all night, you don't want to get up for nothing, then your mother tries to wake you up, your father tries to wake you up, everybody's trying to wake you up, and you're like, no, I'm staying in this bed, don't touch me, don't talk to me, you don't know what I'm feeling. You go to school and you hate everyone there, and sometimes it can even be the person in the school that is making you so depressed and down and hurt. There's situations where it's your home, and isn't it so hurtful when the only place that you belong, you can't find peace? And so it's not home no more, it's just a place you stay. Sometimes it's people who pass away that we're depressed over. We don't know who we are. We don't know our sexuality. We could have been raped. We could have been molested. We could have been, abused as a child. And we become 20, 30, 40 years old. And we don't understand why we're acting out. All these signs are depression. Now, when I was depressed over I'm gonna be honest. I was depressed. Wow, this is harder than I thought. Okay, I was depressed over friends and family who abused me. I was abused from an early age. I didn't have family support. Well, from my parents, I think they kind of took their own route after that happened. They weren't really there for me. They didn't explain to me what was happening, why I had to go through what I went through. Then I had a heart problem. I have a heart problem, 4 open heart surgeries. I had to deal with that. I had to be strong because it pissed me off when people would say, you can't do this, you can't do that because you're a heart problem. You don't know what I can and cannot do. I'm stronger than a soldier, and I can prove it. So I just dealt with so much backlash from an early age. Why me? Why does everyone hurt me, hate me? What is it? Do I have something written on my forehead? So for a long while, I was looking for someone who made me feel better, who made me feel like, I belonged, I was cared for, I wasn't gonna get hurt. So I went for men. Surprising, shocking, right? But it's not. A lot of women and men go for the opposite sex to make us feel like we're loved. Our partner loves us. We never had it from our daddy, and we have daddy issues, but we're gonna get it from our man. We never got it from our mother. Our mother probably passed away, or she was a drug addict, and we never got it from her. So our girlfriend has to love me. And sometimes we put a burden on a relationship before it even starts. So that's what I did. And I'm not going to take away any responsibility from those who have hurt me, but I know for my sake, I did it to myself. Here and there. So yeah, I look for love in men. I got it physically, never emotionally. And that happens a lot. A lot of my friends are dealing with it now. It's hard to get out of a relationship like that. It's best to be in a relationship when you love yourself. And I know there's this stupid quote going around, oh, I loved you more than I loved myself, and none you there that I breathe. No. Scratch that. Love yourself. Because you only have yourself when the person that you love don't love you, girl. So, after the person that I loved, I don't even know where I left off. Something, my brother was talking to me. Wait, let me pause again. Right, so after I found out that that wasn't the right, move. It wasn't men. I started looking for men after I got seriously heartbroken. I started looking for men. I started looking for love in different places, trying to find it. I got into drugs, alcohol, you name it. I did it because I was depressed. I was hurt. So then I started to go to church again. Now I know a lot of people are not religious, don't believe in God, I understand. But we are talking about my story, and this is what saved me, my Lord. So I got into church, and it's not just church. I found Jesus. I found God. And I remember thinking, I was right about one thing. There is a man out there who loves me more than anyone can, more than I've ever seen anyone do. And I found him, my God. So I've just been on this journey to love myself. I've been through cutting myself. I've been through seeing my friends try to commit suicide. I've been through seeing my friends be molested. I've been through being molested. I remember being so connected to people who were hurt, and it's funny when you're hurt and you look for a group of people who are hurt, you will always be hurt. That whole thing about we mend each other, you you are the company that you keep. I want to be a healer. I want to be healed. I don't want to be broken. I don't want friends. I will look over and love my friends who are broken. But it comes to a point when you decide to be broken. You decide that you want to be hurt. Want to know why? Because it's easier. It's easier for you to sit there and say, he hurt me, I'm never gonna love again. She hurt me, I'm never gonna kiss her again. I'm not gonna be with no one again. Ever again, no one. I'm not gonna forgive her. I'm not gonna forgive him. I hate my family. I hate my friends. I hate my dad. I hate my mom. Why wasn't my mom there for me? Now this is who I am. Now I'm gonna do drugs and do crime and all this because I'm gonna hurt her back. You're not hurting her. You're not hurting the people who have hurt you when you hurt yourself. So, if you are depressed, if you want to die sometimes, if you feel like you're dead already, you don't want to live, you want to sleep all night, all day, all afternoon, don't talk to me, don't open my door, don't knock on it, don't come through my house, don't look at me, don't turn on that light. If you are in that place of darkness and you don't want to get out of it, because I know how it feels, you just want to be stuck in that because it's comfortable after a while. I don't have to, if I'm in a dark place, I don't have to try to think, what did I do wrong in a situation? What did he do wrong in a situation to hurt me? How could have it went right? How can I do it better the next time? Are people gonna judge me? Do people like me? All these questions. And the only question that you really need to think about is, do I really want to be so miserable in this moment? I'm not talking about your whole life. I'm not talking about tomorrow. I'm talking about right now. Right now. What is one thing that you don't like about yourself? Do you want it to change tomorrow, the next year? Or do you want to change right now? Do you want to change it right now? The one thing that you don't like, it can be anything. Anorexia, depression, suicide thoughts, even your hair, you want to cut it. I don't know, you want to change your clothes, you want to get a better job, you want a better boyfriend, you want to be a better girlfriend, you want to be a better friend, you want better friends. Whatever it is that you want to change, the only question is, when? Are you willing to do that right now if you had the chance? And most of you would say yes. But most of you wouldn't put in action behind that yes. And so I dare you to act out your yeses. Make them into possibilities. Don't just answer your questions as if they're imaginary things that can never happen. Where there's a will, there's a way. Look at yourself in the mirror, and I dare you to say, I love you, to yourself. No one has to say it to you. Say it to yourself and believe it. And if the thing that, you think can get you out of this is God, like I've expressed, I've been through it all. I've been through hell and back, and can nobody tell me I have not. Now, if you're like me, you want to get out of that, go to church. Seek God. But if that is not something, if God is not, what you want to follow, I'm not forcing no one. Love yourself. Because